Let's begin.
Burn, ungodly filth!
What do you want? To make you ours or to make you despair?
Spirit Blade Productions presents...
Do you have any idea how much I will make you suffer? The horrific agony that I will inflict.
Spirit Blade Dark Ritual.
Hell will be a refuge for you when I'm finished. For more information, visit spiritblade.com.
Now, right now, I think I can safely say, like, we're halfway through 2018, and I think Monster Hunter World is still in the lead as my favorite game of 2018. And it's really kind of been surprising in that way. I've gotten so much playtime. Look at this, I've gotten 125 hours out of this game. I'm about to pass over into 126 hours. That's crazy for me to think about that. Because like that's like a playthrough of Skyrim before really digging into the whole world and stuff. You know, that's actually longer than than it has typically taken me to finish Oblivion the first time through and the Elder Scrolls Skyrim the first time through. And I've been doing the world isn't as big as those worlds, but the gameplay, there's just a lot of depth to it, and yeah. It's weird that I still have to create an online session when playing by myself. Really weird. But yes, as someone observed earlier, my character is modeled after my wife Holly, and the little sidekick, which is called like a palico, it's like a cat sidekick, is named after the cat she had when she was younger, Abby. And this one is almost cheating for me because it's definitely incomplete, and so it's definitely a part of my backlog. But it only barely qualifies as a game that I'm putting on this list in connection with an E3 announcement. Because the only thing it had going on was a Final Fantasy tie-in. There's like Final Fantasy 14 is the MMO, I think. The latest MMO. Well, it's not the latest, been around for a while, but they are bringing a monster from Monster Hunter World over into that game, and then this game is getting Bahamut, which is like a major dragon enemy that kind of is a recurring enemy in multiple Final Fantasy games. And then a little cactuar guy is like, I think, a quest giver. I won't be able to show you those guys because I think they're much higher level. You would only run into them after you finish the main campaign in this game. But this is the game that keeps on giving. I mean, it's had all these kind of like, I don't want to say monthly events, but recurring events, kind of like how Ghost Recon Wildlands had the Predator thing and the Sam Fisher Splinter Cell thing, and this game has had some Street Fighter Capcom characters. It's had a Horizon Zero Dawn skin. You know, it's been kind of like having these interesting partnerships with these other properties. So that's been really cool to see them adding more content, adding new monsters for post-game, you know, quests and stuff. And at the rate, with my style of play, I'm just not good at thinking fast and twitch skills, or whatever you call them, like the quick reflex skills with the controller. And so I have to compensate for that by doing extra prep and really making sure that I have the best armor I can have and the best consumables I can have ready to go, and just load it out, you know, so I have to compensate in my prep. And because I think I spend more time prepping than maybe the average player, I am just over halfway through the campaign, and I've heard from other people, you know, at media outlets and stuff, that they are much further along in the game for the hours that they put in compared to me. But I don't mind that at all. I'm like, awesome. I'm a little over halfway through the campaign, and I've gotten 125 hours out of it. Are you insane? That's awesome. And I'm still enjoying it. I'm not always in the mood for it because, as you'll see, if you haven't seen this game played before, and particularly played by me, it's an intense experience to take on one of these monsters. So, Rugged Warrior says, saw Telltale is doing a Stranger Things game. Yes, I heard about that. That is a show that's kind of on my bucket list. Union Night Gaming says, aha, you're boosting Holly. Okay, so that's the second time I've seen this word boosting used in a gaming context. Can someone define that for me, what that means in a gaming context? I'm not one of the cool kids. Let's go up here. So right now, I've got a quest that I am preparing for to hunt a pink Raytheon. But before I can hunt a pink Raytheon and really feel ready for it, I've got to farm ingredients, components, from 2 other types of monsters. I've got to basically farm this giant T-Rex, fire-breathing T-Rex looking guy called Anja to get a full set of his armor. But to really feel a little more comfortable farming him, I need to farm components from another monster to get ready to fight him. And that's the Pukei-Pukei. So I'm going to farm the Pukei-Pukei for a little while. Let's see. Union Night Gaming says, boosting is like playing on someone else's account to level them up or something. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Well, she's never played this game in her life, so it may appear that way. But no, I just like modeling my person after her. Adam Calling says, I do like the idea of compensating for poor hand-eye coordination through prep and grinding. That appeals to me. Yeah, that's a big part of like any kind of action game experience. It has to have some kind of ability to compensate for my poor reflex skills. Alright, so let me look at my investigations. Where's the Pukei? Bum 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 bum. Oh, there he is. Hunt Pukei-Pukei. This is a, is that the right rank? Yeah, it is, okay. So this is the one I want. In the Ancient Forest, okay. And I will start right here. Yes. And now I already checked like last night to make sure I had a good loadout for this. So now I just need to get a good meal to give me some good buffs. Let's do yeah, I guess so. Alright, so I apologize if I'm not able to check on the chat once I start dancing with this monster here. Because you can't pause the dumb game. I mean, you kind of can. The way you pause this game is by exiting the game and putting it in rest mode and then also firing up another application. But most applications you can fire up would be another game, which would then cause you to close out the application you're currently using. The exception to that I was told a while back is opening up like the Blu-ray player, the DVD player. I don't have a Blu-ray disc in there right now, so I can't really readily take advantage of this pause method. So anyway, here we go. Rugged Warrior says, I like the feasting cutscenes. Yeah, I usually skip through them, but I watch them every now and then because the food does look quite delicious. And it changes a little bit depending on what kind of meal you order, which I think is kind of cool. So, the Pukei-Pukei is a kind of like a giant bat-looking guy that uses poison quite a bit. So let me make sure that my radial menu's good to go. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Whetstone, potion. Okay, I think I'm good. Got to make sure that my consumables are kind of situated in my menu in a way that will be easy to get to them quickly. So demon powder, might pill. Oh, there's the mega demon drug. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Well, let me wait till I get a little closer. Get a little closer. Anybody remember that jingle? Probably not. That's okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Well, it's go time then. There's some Pukei-Pukei feathers. That'll help me track it down. If you're not familiar with this game, you basically, once you go out to these big open map areas... Oh, there he is! He's on my map already! Okay, so I gotta... Hang on. I gotta stop talking. I gotta take my damage buffs and my defensive buffs. These ones that I'm drinking now will last me the whole time I'm out here. The other ones I'm gonna take closer to him because they only last a little while. Alright, people. This guy spits poison, so I'm a little intimidated by that. Other than that, I don't think he's going to be too crazy to deal with. We'll see. Here we go. Ah. Oh crap, how do I... What are my buttons? Where's my... Oh, that's... Okay. Man, I forgot what the controls were for a second. Oh! He almost got me. Oof, that was close. Yeah, I gotta watch out for that poison spitting business. Ah. Come on down, punk. Oh! Oof! Oh my gosh. This guy's a beast. Oh! Got those kicky feet. Okay, okay, okay. Dodge! Dodge! Dang it! Alright, okay, okay. Come on, girl, get up, get up! Antidote. And potion. See, you need that little AI guy to kind of distract him. Give him something to be angry at aside from you. I think there's a way you use aggro in a sentence to describe that, but again, that's gamer lingo I don't quite get. Alright, so... Whew, that was exciting! Just thrilling. Barbells and Joysticks for members get a little closer. You and I are close to the same age, I think. Probably, if you, if that sounds familiar to you. Welcome, Truth Seeker 1995. Have you seen Magnetic Rose, the best segment for the anime anthology Memories? It's a gothic mystery set on an abandoned space station. You should review it. It's awesome. Magnetic Rose. No. With me, I'll try to remember that. Magnetic Rose. With me, I usually don't review anime because I don't think I'm the audience for most anime, and so I don't want to just kind of like, you know, from a review standpoint, set it up to fail with me, you know, in terms of how I would talk about it. I tend to not enjoy most anime. There are a few exceptions. Oh my gosh! Man, I thought I was gonna have time to take my potions, get my buffs up again, but... Okay, let's, Oh, great Jagras! Okay, you fight guys for a little bit, okay? Yeah! Come on, girl! Come on, girl! You got this. Stay on him. Stay on him. Yeah! Boom! Oh, these things. Yeah, get in there, girl. Get in there. Oof. He almost got me. Oof. Yeah. Come on, girl. Come on. You're doing great. Yeah. Get up there. Man, I think I got the right weapon for this dude. Come on now. Ooh. Where'd he go? He's on the move. Okay. Rugged Warrior asks, has the Mega Man skin for your pet DLC come out yet? I think that's for a higher level than I'm ready for yet, that quest to get that. True Seeker 1995 says, it's not one of those cutesy films, meaning Magnetic Rose, it's more dark/serious. Okay, then it's got a much better shot with me. Yeah, it's got for me, it's got to have, like, I don't even want, like, a support character for comic relief. No one's smiling, please. So, like, Akira, you know, I hate to kind of, like... That's, like, the one anime that everybody knows, you know, but that would be an example. Or Ghost in the Shell, again, the one anime that everybody knows. But those would be examples of, like, serious, you know, toned stuff. Oh, he sees me! I thought I would have time to do my buffs again, but let's just get into it, I guess. Dodge, girl, dodge! Oof, that was close. You guys see that? That was so close. Oof. Okay, let's try these buffs. Get these buffs going again. Oh, he's got a skull thing, so he's hurting. Yeah, so the two reasons that I sometimes do not play this game would be, one, because sometimes it's just more intense than I'm in the mood for, and two, because of not being able to pause easily. And that's hard for... Am I running in circles? You know, not being able to pause when you've got kids that might need your attention at a moment's notice, or a wife even that needs your attention for something. It's not ideal. Oh geez, that's Jagras. I don't want to fight Jagras. Did I accidentally pin him? No. He just happens to be in the path. Okay, well, don't get upset, Jagras. I'm just passing through. Alright, things are going well. Here we go. Oh! I hate any kind of, like, status that prevents me from playing in a game. By that I mean, I hate getting knocked out. I hate getting stunned. I hate being mind-controlled or being sent into a berserk mode. You know, I don't mind poison. I don't mind having something that will make me weak to a certain element. Those are all fine. But oh, crap. I mean, poisoning right now is kind of lame, but... But those other kinds of status elements, they take me out of the game, you know? And I just find them annoying. I don't find them, you know, like... It's not a particularly fun challenge. Oh, dang it. Ah, crap. Man, he really upped his game. So that's like why I didn't finish Baldur's Gate 2 without cheating. I just and why I didn't like Baldur's Gate 2 as much as Baldur's Gate 1 on PC. A lot of people, you know, would, in fact, most people would say that Baldur's Gate 2 is superior to Baldur's Gate 1. But it picks up the action right where your characters leave off at the end of Baldur's Gate 1. And when you get to that higher level type of combat, a lot of it becomes about status ailments, and a lot of those status ailments are, you know, kinds that I dislike. That was just kind of a random topic I found myself going off on, wasn't it? There we go! Yeah! Now I carve up his bits and hope to get the parts I need to upgrade my equipment. Your Rugged Warrior says, I'm calling PETM. Is that kind of like PETA? I remember there were some reviewers and commentators from big outlets like Game Informer and maybe GameSpot or something like that, who, when they were talking about this game, they felt bad about killing some of these monsters. I think it was Game Informer, you know, and the guy who reviewed the game says, you're not going to feel that way once you get later in the game. And I'm just so heartless and disconnected that I don't care at all. Well, this looks like some good stuff. Let's go to the workshop and see if I have what I need now. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I'm looking at these little, like, hints and stuff. There was something about a guild card there. That's kind of a multiplayer type of thing. And what makes this game work for me, single player, is the Palico, your little AI companion. Once you get a certain number of players in your team in an online game, I don't think your Palico comes with you. But when you're playing solo, your Palico comes with you, and then also they get an ability not long into the game where they can recruit a small monster. So you can get to the point... Oh, and you can also find a second Palico out in the wild if you found kind of like the Palico village hut or whatever in each large location you go to. So if you plan ahead, you know, with your equipment and your consumables, and also go to the trouble of finding out where the Palico tribes live in each area, you can take your Palico, go to one of those tribe places, he'll recruit one of them to come along, then you can go to find an area with small monsters in it and recruit a small monster, so that basically you have your character that you control and then 3 AI companions, essentially, to help you go into a monster fight, and each of these monsters is like a boss battle, as you can tell. So that's really cool to have those options. So many different options that if you're just willing to put in a little extra time on the prep, you can really help to compensate. And on top of that, your Palico, like, there's no leveling in this game. You can grind for equipment, but there does come a point where I will have grinded all I can to get my equipment to the best place it can be and get my consumables to the best place they can be. There's just equipment and consumable options I won't have access to until I defeat a certain story mission that's sitting in front of me. So there does come a point where I've built up, done all the prep I can, and I can't just kind of indefinitely level grind. But your Palico, as far as I can tell, does earn experience. Well, he does earn experience every time you go out on just some random expedition or whatever, and so he is always slowly getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And so I suppose if I really needed to, I could just kind of experience grind my Palico to be much more powerful than I am, so that he could do all the work for me. Now, I would imagine going that route would just take a ridiculously long amount of time, but it's nice to know that there's something I can fall back on. All right, let's go to the workshop. Oh wait, no. There's a couple other stops I want to make. Because I saw some notifications. I didn't see what they were, but they might mean that there's some stuff I can... Let's see... There's a ship that sometimes comes in that gives me cool equipment I can buy. Let me go to my little house here. There are little, like, hunting parties I can send out of these little palicos. And they will collect equipment for me, or components for me. The Tail Raider Safari. So, okay, so I guess they're not ready yet. I'd have to call them back in the middle of their mission. I don't actually want to do that. So, okay, nothing here. Maybe there were some plants that were done growing. Because you have this little, like, a greenhouse type thing that you can grow things in, useful components. The looting side of things is different from, like, say, a Diablo or like a Skyrim or a lot of other action RPGs, because in those games, largely what you're getting when you beat your enemies are weapons, you know, and especially like in a Diablo clone. But in this one, you're mostly just getting components from enemies that you defeat. And, but you still feel, at least I do, this feeling of progression as I'm gathering components. Even though it's not instantly a weapon that I can use, I still feel this sense of I'm getting loot, I'm getting stuff, you know. Oh, 15 minutes. No thanks. These are all investigations. Once you get exposed to a certain monster, then future... it will kind of unlock these optional missions that you can go on to slay that monster or to capture that monster or whatever. And so you want to kind of collect these little mission types because they yield rewards that you wouldn't normally get if you just go out and randomly decide to hunt them down yourself and take them on, you know. You want to kind of... this is kind of like getting someone to pay you to do what you would already do on your own, you know. Oh, that's interesting. I guess I could hang on to that. Alright, so that's that. Can I complete any deliveries? No. Brute. Oh, that's a large monster. Capture. Capture call. Okay, yeah, I don't know. You've already got one for bone piles. Yeah, let's do another one for bone piles. These are different, like, little investigation bounties for collecting a certain number of plants or collecting from a certain number of bone piles. Again, it's just essentially finding people who will pay you to do what you would already do, going out and collecting ingredients. It's weird. I mean, it's the story reasoning behind all these little quest things, it's not really there, but whatever. What do we got? Ooh, yeah. Let's maybe do that again. Fertilize. All right. Well, that was helpful. Yeah, it's funny how... I mean, there are kind of two modes for this game that I really enjoy, you know, like, and the one mode, like when you're actually hunting a monster, that I'm only going to want to do certain times. When I can have uninterrupted time to play, you know, then I'll do the monster hunt. But other times, I'm just going out into these large open areas and I'm collecting ingredients. And sure, I might fight some smaller monsters along the way. Excuse me, but I'm largely just running around collecting ingredients, like picking flowers in Skyrim. And there's kind of a chill type of enjoyment to that as well. That's like something I'll put on a podcast for, and just listen to a podcast while I'm doing that. It's a nice cool down activity at the end of the day. Alright, let's see here. Ooh. Okay, so these guys... See, I've got these pinned, which means I'm actively looking to build them. So I can build both of these right now. Why did I want these? Let's see, what am I doing? What am I wearing right now? Oh wait, no. What did I want specifically? I want the vambraces, coil, and greaves. Well, I did want that. That's versus water. I thought it would have... Oh, it's because it has poison attack. I see. I see. That's right. That's right. So the defense is 40... See, he's got defense of 42, but no particular defense against fire. What am I wearing right now? I'm wearing this thing. Okay. So this thing... Yeah, that's why. Okay, because it's got... Because regular defense... You have to figure out, okay, well, what's defense versus, you know, defense versus fire? I mean, is it, you know, a 1-to-1 ratio and stuff? And so figuring out, like, what these different numbers mean and how they actually affect your buffs, offensively or defensively, is, like, it's really obfuscated, I guess. Doesn't that mean, like, concealed? You know, it's really... you gotta do a lot of wiki searching to find answers about what's going on in this game. But yes, okay, I want this. So let's make that. Yes. Alright, and yes, I do want to equip this, but once you've equipped armor, you also can upgrade it. Like, I've just built the base version of this armor, and now I can use armor spheres to upgrade this base version to the highest quality version possible. Let's see here, but this one we want to get to. Right, don't we? Poison resistance, poison attack. I'm hunting for this Pukei-Pukei monster. I want his armor set because two of these, like the vambraces, give me, if you look to the right of the screen, poison resistance and poison attack. That's specifically what I want, because next I'm going to be farming the Anjanath monster, and that's like the big fire-breathing T-Rex. So first I want to get good poison attack going on, because he's weak to poison, and so I want to finish him off as quickly as possible, because he's a pretty tough guy. So I've already got one piece of armor that'll give me some poison attack and boost that. And then this, I can't remember, let's see, these are the greaves. I guess I did write down that I wanted the greaves. I can't remember why. I'll just trust that I did my research and I'll build these. Yes. Okay, very good. And so now I still need multiple components for that one. So back to hunting the Pukei-Pukei, but first I'm going to actually upgrade these bits of armor. And I've probably gathered enough armor spheres at this point. Yeah, look at all these. Holy crap. 20 points to get to the next level. Let's see here. 10 points remaining. Oh, that gives me 20 points, though. Let's do it like this. And that brings him to max. And I've got the cash for it. Good. Great. Okay, so that one's maxed out. Now I'm going to do the same thing for these pants I just bought, or greaves, or whatever the crap. Let's see. Ooh, that'll put him to max. Is that kind of... is that a waste? I guess I'll use just one of these, maybe put up to max. Like that. Alright. Very good. Very good. Alright. Can I upgrade this thing yet? No, I can't. Alright. Good. Okay, so now we're set on our armor. Now, let's make sure that we've got our consumables in order to do this fight again. Yeah, talking through all this, I mean, you're navigating menus and stuff, and I'm sure it doesn't look that exciting, but for me there's something very satisfying about doing this prep and navigating menus, you know? I mean, it's the right kind of game. Navigating menus could be really fun for me. Let's see here. So... oh, wait a minute. No, we're missing something. So... use this loadout. Yes. Okay, now we're good. Yep, we're full up on everything. Cool. Let's do a little save here. And then we'll go out and do that fight again. Let's see here. Let's see here. Felt like that was a pretty good choice last time, so maybe I'll just do that one again. It says something about how much I enjoy this gameplay that I'm willing to put up with cute little anthropomorphic animal things. Not into cute anthropomorphic creatures, especially if they're talking, and these ones kind of talk. I also turned off all the voice acting in this game. Not working for me. Yeah, it's very much in the style of anime, you know, kind of overinflected. Just kind of, yeah, overinflected is the best way I can think of to put it. Rugged Warrior says, I really enjoyed the last God of War game. I can totally see why that would be the case. There were a lot of things I really enjoyed about that game, and like I said in my trial and error review, I think, I can totally see why people would play this game and say, this is such a well-made game, you know. What it came down to for me is it wasn't my type of game, you know. I mean, you can have the most brilliantly made version of Tetris, but if you don't like, you know, playing puzzle games, real-time puzzle games like that, it's just not going to be your kind of game. And oddly enough, it was puzzles in that game that I think ultimately kind of did me in. I was like, yeah, I'm just not interested in the puzzle gameplay, but man, so much else about that game really was digging. Alrighty. Where are you, Mr. Pukei? In the same spot as before? Sure enough. Let's get our things ready. Let's see, this one. Oh, he's coming this way a little bit. Here we go. Come on now. Come on, girl. The AI design, like the creature behavioral design, is like the big selling point, or one of the big selling points of this series of games, and I can totally see why. I mean, like there's no fight with these creatures that are quite the same. I mean, yeah, they have the same kind of telegraphed moves, but the environments and what they're gonna do, how, you know, it's far from It's far from the very kind of like predictable movement patterns that you would get from your average action RPG like Skyrim or something. And certainly a far cry from, you know, old side-scrolling action games where it's like you could set your watch by their attack patterns and stuff. I mean, I can see why some players would feel a little sad about beating on these creatures because they behave in a way that does have a lifelike quality to it. You know, it's neat. It's really neat. For me, I like it because, I mean, I like monster movies. And I love that part in monster movies like, say, The Predator or Aliens, where, you know, the characters have been running from the monster the whole movie, and it's this weird thing that they don't understand, that, you know, and the monster is slowly revealed over the course of the movie until by the end there's only one person in the ensemble cast that's still alive, and they are they know enough about the creature now, just enough to plan, to come up with a plan and figure out how they're going to take advantage of its weaknesses and guard against its strengths, you know. And so I just love that whole kind of like skeleton of monster movies. And so there's a sense in which this feels a bit like a monster movie, you know. Dude, Rugged Warrior, you've beaten the new God of War game twice already? Holy crap. Well, that's great, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it that much and that it's got good replay value. I heard that, like, even after you beat the campaign, I heard from some games media folks that, like, when they're going out and doing, like, all the side stuff after the main campaign, they're still hearing new conversations between Kratos and his son, or maybe even the head that is being carried around. I mean, there's just, like, all this wealth of recorded dialogue, you know, that they're still discovering. I mean, it just sounds like so much love went into that game. I think I'm just happy for gamers who enjoy it, because it's what a treat for fans of that series, you know. Okay. Oh man, he sees me! Oh jeez. Glad I remember to sharpen my blade. Your blade gets dull, and so you gotta... Oof! when the creature kind of runs away for a little while, that's like your window to take a break and sharpen it. Oof, man, yeah, he's got that poison spray move that covers so much more ground. This is like the, once you get to a certain point of the game, you unlock the higher rank versions of these monsters to fight, and they become more powerful, and like the low rank version of this monster, oh crap, I'm poisoned, doesn't spit poison in a cloud like that. He just does the blobs that like cover a slice of the area in front of him, but not that huge cloud that covers so much of the area. It makes it a lot easier to get poisoned. Ah, there we go. Come on, girl. Oh, there we go. Yeah, baby. My wife is awesome. Come on, girl. Yeah. Now get in there. That's right, girl. There are also like a boatload of weapon types in this game, and it's like each weapon type that you can learn to use has totally different button configurations involved and combo patterns. It's like, I would compare it to, even though I'm not really a fighting game guy, like learning a new character of Street Fighter or some other, like, you know, fighting game. It's totally a new set of like combos and stuff. Well, even in those games they sometimes share the same combo patterns that just have different results, but I mean, if you want to learn a different weapon style, it's like learning a whole new game, you know? But for me, I'm going to stick to this one, I'm pretty sure, because there's a lot of like lengthy animations involved in a lot of the weapons. And I just don't, when I'm under pressure, I just tend to button mash, and so this is the weapon set that, you know, really, to use it at its best, you don't want to just button mash, but you can still be pretty effective button mashing. Oh, look at that! I picked up a Jagras. See that yellow guy? He was recruited by my Palico. He's an ally right now. We must have passed him at some point, and my Palico recruited him when I wasn't. I mean, it just happens automatically, you know. So that's cool. Gives us an edge. Let's see, Rugged Warrior says, I beat it once and was trying to get the platinum when my PS4 crashed and lost all my save data. Beat it again, was working on getting the platinum, and my save data got corrupted. So if I want to get the platinum, I have to do it again. You mean if you're going to platinum the new God of War game, we're talking about the new one, if you're going to platinum that one, you've got to play it through a third time? What the crap is going on? How are they letting something like that happen? That's insane on a new game like that, for your save to get corrupted so badly. Alright, I gotta figure out where I'm going. Adam Calling says, I'm heading off, might check in again later. Okay, thanks so much for coming, Adam. Enjoy your Saturday. Where the crap am I going? I need to open this up again. Would you please stop that? Oh, it's because there's a Jagras here. Okay. My tracking trail disappears when I'm in combat. Oh, I don't... Okay, that's great, Jagras. That's okay. Man, I love this game. It's freaking fun. That's all there is to it. I will switch to something else, though, after after this fight's over. But dang, I might come back to this tomorrow. Oh, crap, my stamina. That's right, girl, you got this. Yeah! Yeah, I think that was a little easier that time. Love it. That's some fun stuff right there. Look at my little cat person's riding that thing now. You see that over there? Whew. Man. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight, though. Much fun as I'm having. I am spent. Long week last week, and I was kind of crunching and catching up this week. Palico level coming up on level 19. Nice. Oof. Good times with this game. Good times. There is something, you know, I'd still much prefer to be able to pause. I would much prefer to be able to pause. But there is something about the intensity of, like, once you start a fight like that, you can't pause. You're in it. You know, it's just there's an intensity about it. Like, you can't stop. You gotta stay on it, on it, on it. If you let down your guard for a second, you're dead, you know. Botanical harvest. Or botanical research items ready to harvest. Okay. Let's see. Let's collect the harvest. Great. Fertilize some more. Rugged Warrior says, I forgot to mention when you asked what we wished for at E3 and didn't get was Mario Maker for the Switch. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that's... I mean, I wonder why they haven't done that yet. It just seems like a no-brainer to be porting a game. Does the Switch... The Switch, I think, has touch controls. They haven't been like... That hasn't been a selling point for it, I don't think. But it's got the touch controls. Maybe it's because Mario Maker uses two screens. Like, you've got the one screen on your TV, or if you're playing on 3DS, the top screen, I think, where you're looking at the level you're making, and then the bottom screen is the handheld screen, in the case of the Wii U, is what you're interacting with to manipulate. And with the Switch, maybe you can't have both screens on at the same time. I don't know, but that's really interesting that they haven't made a version. I would think that's got to be coming, but I don't know. All right, let me see if I can make any new armor here. Oh no, let me check my house real quick. Rugged Warrior, do you play any, like, fighting type games or games that use combo-based combat? I was just thinking of God of War, and I think the new one, yeah, has combo-based combat. I didn't really get into it in my playing with the game, but I know the original series had combo-based, abilities and combat effects, and I think the new one did too. So I don't know if you're into, like, fighting games like Injustice, Gods Among Us, or any of that kind of stuff. But if you are, you might enjoy the combat of Monster Hunter World. I don't know. Yeah, workshop. Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't think so. Not yet. How close are we? So, I got a toxin sack. Okay, that's cool. I was wondering if I was going to be able to get my hands on that. And then I need 2 of those Pukei-Pukei carapaces. Barbells and Joystick says you can use combos in the new God of War, but it's not nearly as deep as the previous games. Okay. Alright. I did, I enjoyed my time with God of War enough that after I was done and I uploaded my trial and error video and, took the game back to Redbox, I was like, this isn't the game for me, but I still want to know how it ends. And so I did go on YouTube and watched a playthrough video to see the story and what happened at the end and stuff like that. I won't talk spoilers or anything, but it was cool. It was cool. Ooh, so I can upgrade this, right? Poison resistance skill. You know what? Let me check on my fire charm, because that's going to be more useful. Let me make sure. Oh no, you need Anjanath stuff for that. Okay, might as well upgrade the poison charm then. That's cool. Nice! And then, lastly, we'll see if our loadout, if we still have all that we need. I'm not going to actually do another fight with the Pukei-Pukei. I'm just going to see if if I'll be ready to do one, or if I'll need to do some equipment grinding next time I sit down. Or component grinding, picking flowers and crap like that. Manage items. Restock. Okay, so I'm short in the might pill department. Can I make more? Oh, yeah. Good to go. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh. If I wasn't concerned for variety, for the sake of people watching, I would just play this for the rest of the night, I think. But let's change it up. Rugged Warrior says, not really into fighting games. I do like games with melee combat. Okay. So yeah, new game now. There we go. Boy, I'm turning into such a spoiled gamer in yet more ways. But like, I'm finding myself drawn toward purchasing games digitally just so I don't have to change the disc anymore.
Let's begin.
Burn, ungodly filth!
What do you want to make you ours or to make you despair?
Spirit Blade Productions presents
Do you have any idea how much I will make you suffer? The horrific agony that I will inflict.
Spirit Blade Dark Ritual.
Hell will be a refuge for you when I'm finished. For more information, visit spiritblade.com.